Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to review the new 4K release of Almost Famous. This is a movie I've loved for a very long time. I was really waiting on this to get the 4K. I actually done a video maybe a year or so ago on the channel. I'll stick a link in this top corner too if you want to check it out, or down in the description, where I talked about movies I wanted to go to 4K, and Almost Famous was one of them. I just picked this up yesterday as of filming this video. I'll quickly go through. Almost Famous has had a couple of releases here that I've kept in the collection. I had this original DVD release with the kind of, that kind of iconic Kate Hudson artwork on there. Then we had the bootleg cut director's edition, this kind of Region 1 DVD, which had the Stillwater CD and the two cuts of the movie in there. Then the last edition that I had previous to the 4K one was the Blu Ray extended edition, which is the bootleg director's cut of the movie. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to talk about this 4K release, and I'm going to compare it to this extended cut on Blu Ray that I have in my collection. Let's talk technical on this one, guys. I watched the 4K disc, has the extended cut or the bootleg cut, whichever you want to call it. It's going to run 161 minutes, 1:8:5:1 aspect ratio, nice full screen picture on your TV or whatever way you're watching it. Audio wise, there is a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 surround mix on this, which is different from this previous Blu-ray release, which had a Dolby True HD 5.1, I believe. Yeah, Dolby True HD 5.1 mix. So just switching that over to the DTS. Nothing major there. 20th anniversary of Almost Famous, guys. 2001 it was released over here in Ireland. This is a Sony release. Sony have always done good Blu-ray and 4K releases, in my opinion, to this point. So I don't expect this to be a bad transfer when I watch it. Originally shot in 35mm, it has a 4K digital intermediate to get to this 4K disc. I've spoke about that on the channel before. So all in all, this is a good one, guys. Cameron Crowe oversaw the restoration here, which is pretty cool. It's going to be as he intended it to look and all that kind of thing. Color grading, everything is really nice on this. Love the color palette and stuff like that, color grading. In terms of the picture quality, the 4K is nice on this one. As I said, just watched it last night. Shot in 35mm, and originally, so it has the nice film grain look to it. They haven't removed it or any of that nonsense. It's in there, really nice. So it's as the director intended, as far as I'm concerned. This is probably as good as this one is going to look, guys. Compared to this old Blu-ray version that I have here, the Blu-ray I just feel doesn't have as much detail as the 4K does. In terms of like how it looks, the Blu-ray is still a fairly decent looking transfer. Old one, I would assume the Blu-ray in this new release, guys, is the new 4K restoration transfer to a Blu-ray disc. So let's look at a couple of stills here that I took with the camera to kind of try and compare with you guys. As you'll kind of see, there's just, I'm repeating myself over and over, guys, in these 4K reviews. The Blu-rays sometimes look like they have a little bit more of a brighter picture, but a whitewash picture. Like, you'll see this kind of sky scene here. You'll see on the 4K, you kind of get the oranges of the sun, and compared to the Blu-ray, it's just kind of bright and whitewashed out. You're not getting that color depth. Once again, here is Kate Hudson as Penny Lane. Now, you may look at this still photo and say, Rob, the 4K looks a little darker than the Blu-ray, but as I mentioned, the Blu-ray has like a brighter look to it overall, but there's more color depth and color range on the 4K disc. Here's some other screenshots out of the movie. Overall, there's more color depth, color range, high dynamic range, all that good stuff that we've come to expect with 4K. Almost Famous looks fantastic. But the Blu-ray, if you're not going to upgrade to this 4K, guys, and you have this Blu-ray in your collection, this looks fine. And, you'd be happy enough with that as is. But if you are into 4K like I am, yeah, this is the highest resolution possible for this movie. So that's why I grabbed it. Let's talk about bonus, guys, on Almost Famous, this new 4K release. So there is kind of a double lot of bonus stuff. There's no bonus features on the 4K disc except the Cameron Crowe audio commentary. I have to consult my notes here, guys, because there is 49 minutes of brand new bonus content on this Almost Famous release. And there is 99 minutes of previously released bonus content. So what you're kind of getting is, I know I've already showed them, but you're getting bonus content from this release here. You are getting bonus content from this release, and you are getting bonus content from this release, all compacted onto the new 4K release here, guys, with some brand new stuff. What I will say is, you're probably looking at this video going like, Rob, you've all these versions of Almost Famous. Why are you keeping them all when you just said 4K is the highest resolution this movie is going to look? Unfortunately, what we keep seeing, I keep seeing with releases, guys, is there is some bonus features on this old Region 1 bootleg release here that are not featured. Now, they're probably like its production notes, screenplay, kind of things like that. There's a Stillwater CD in here, you know, stuff like that would have been nice. I don't know what other versions of Almost Famous are available. This is just the one I was available to me with an Amaray case. But there is some bonus features on older DVD releases that just never go to Blu-ray, and for that reason alone, I'm keeping all these versions of Almost Famous in my collection here. There you go, guys, that is my review of Almost Famous on 4K. If you fancy an upgrade, there is a link in the description if you want to pick up a copy of this one. It helps out the channel if you use that affiliate link. That's going to do it. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell to get notified every time I post a new video. Don't forget to check out my Patreon and YouTube membership accounts. These guys on screen right here, these names are the members of my Patreon and YouTube membership accounts. They get to see exclusive content, sometimes early access content not featured here in the main channel for as little as €1 per month. If you fancy signing up to that, check out the links in the description. That's going to do it, guys. Jump in the comments, let me know what you think of Almost Famous. Do you like it? Are you going to pick it up on 4K? Do you have some of the older versions? Let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.